exhale it out all the way down towards that belly button. Sorry, you can use the side. Sorry, guys. So let me just do that. Let's do that again. So I'm going to inhale. You don't fill the lungs right up to the top. Just leave a little space there, because when we hold the breath, that space will allow us to be comfortable. We're not going to be struggling. If you fill the lungs up all the way, you might struggle when we hold that breath in. So fill up and just leave a little bit empty there at the top. So let's go. Let's fill up. And just hold the breath. And then exhale it out all the way down towards the belly button. We're going to do a few more like this. So everybody understands? The ones that are coming in now, we're lying down on a folded blanket or a bolster. Your buttock should be at the end of it. Bend your knees. And you can support the head with something as well, or you can allow the head to drop back. It's up to you. Shoulder blades down away from the back. Your shoulders down your back. And your hands are resting on your mat. Okay, we're going to go again. So let's go. Let's inhale in through the nose. Do not fill your lungs all the way up. Just leave a little space at the top there. And then we're going to hold the breath in. I'm going to count it. Hold your breath. Stop breathing. And then exhale it all the way down to the belly button. Empty your lungs. We're going to do a few more like this. So let's go again. Inhale, belly button. Not all the way up to the sternum. Leave a little space. Hold the breath. And then exhale all the way down towards the belly button. Again, inhale in up to not quite full lungs. Leave a little space. Stop breathing. And exhale all the way down to the belly button. Two more like this. Inhale, fill your lungs up, but don't fill it all the way up. Hold the breath. And exhale all the way down. Again, inhale in. Hold the breath. And exhale all the way down to the belly button. Let's take another deep breath in. Fill it all the way up to the sternum now. Way up. Exhale with a sigh. Walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and let the inner knees touch. Relax your hands. Maybe you want to set an intention for your class. You can go ahead and do that. Notice the knees. How does it feel to press the knees together? How does it feel to have your feet out at the edges of your mat? Make sure that you're relaxed. And just continue your yogic breath now. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through your nose. Setting that intention for your class today. Try to let go anything that you're holding on to now. Something you brought to your mat, maybe something happened to you today, or just trying to get to your mat on time. One or two of you are a little past 4:30, and that's okay. So if all of that is bothering you now, you just want to release it. Doesn't matter. Release everything now. And stay present to what we're going to do here for the rest of the class today. Always connecting that mind to the body, and the breath is the link. Breathing in and out. Not yet. Yes, I will. Okay, one more breath here. Then just roll a little bit over to one side and pull whatever is behind your back out to the side. You're probably going to use it again. You can take the block away from the head. Arms out to the side, a little bit away from the body. And then you're going to drop both legs over to the right. So if you can take if you're dropping to the right, your left thigh, just gently draw it down towards the mat, only as far as you can go. Remember, we're just starting and the body might be a little bit tight, so just be careful here. And bring the legs up, and then we go to the other side. So now the right thigh goes towards the ground. And up again, let's go for the other side. So each time we switch sides, Maybe you can get that thigh a little further down. Maybe, maybe not. So you tell, you feel, you know what you can do, right? So we come up and we go again to the other side. Sinking that thigh towards the mat. Don't forget the breath now, and let's go again. Sinking the other thigh to the mat. And then we come back up to center, okay? Crossing the right leg on top of the left. Take a breath, you're gonna swing everything over now to the left side, so the sole of the right foot touches the mat. And then slide your left heel in a little bit more towards your buttocks. Now you can choose to take that left hand and draw that right foot a little closer to you, and that might give you a little leverage now to twist the upper body over to the left side. Relax to the right side, sorry. Breathe in, breathe out. So inch that little right foot up towards that shoulder and use your left hand to hold it there. And feel this nice little twist there, just letting go the tension of the day's activities. And melt down. Okay, you're going to bring the nose up. Now leave the ankle on top of the thigh and draw yourself back up to center. Now we're going to take both thighs to the chest. Put your hand through the little triangle you formed in front of that chest and hold both hands are holding that left thigh as you draw it towards the chest. Flex both feet and just relax here, even that stretch. And then you may take your right arm and just gently press that right foot out, away from the chest. And release this side, okay? Let's cross for the other side. So the left is on top of the right. Roll over to the right side now. So the left sole of the left foot is now on the mat. Then slide your right knee in towards that buttocks. Take your right hand and hold that left ankle and draw it closer to you. And then you can twist the upper body slightly or a lot to the left side. That's up to you. Close your eyes, relax those shoulders, relax your face. Breathe into the tightness on this side. Just let go all that tension. Oh. Sprinkling the soft sounding sighs. If you think you need one, just do it. The breath as it enters the lungs, you can feel the rib cage expanding and the belly lifting. Allow the mind chatter to fall away. Okay, turn the head up. And let's come back up to where we were. Come back onto your back. And now you're going to take the thighs to the chest. Left hand goes in. Right hand holds the outside of the right foot. Flex both feet and draw your right thigh to the chest. Try to relax. It's away from the ears. Connect to that breath. And we're going to slowly and carefully release, bringing the thighs to the chest, give them a hold. And then we're going to hold the back of the thighs, or you can get it from the side if you want to. And we're going to rock ourselves up. Ooh, nice. Okay, come over into table position, body. So if the hands bother you, wrists or anywhere else, you can always come down onto your elbows, forearms, okay? So you can choose which one you'd like to do. So if you're on the forearms, make sure that your knee is over that hip again. and your shoulders and elbows are in line. All right, take a breath, nice long spine, shoulders down. Let's exhale, those let the tailbone go underneath you as you push that spine up to the ceiling. Shoulders, neck, and head come last. Now you're looking up towards that belly button. Pulling the spine to the ceiling. And then leaving the head there, you're going to lift the tailbone first. Then the shoulders, neck, and head come up. Just look forward. Try not to strain to look up to the ceiling. Again, exhale, rolling. Tailbone goes underneath you. Squeeze that tummy in as you press down into the palms or the forearms or the fists. Pull that spine up, squeeze that tummy in, look at your belly button, neck is relaxed though. And then we inhale, reverse it, and come up. Looking forward. Okay. If you have 2 blocks or a book, or maybe you can use 1 block crossways, you're going to adjust the block or your book or anything you have there, rest your palms there. And we push back into puppy stretch. Resting the top of the head or the forehead down on the mat. And press your palms down into that block and feel the sensations from that. Feel that stretch going all the way up to the armpits. So shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. If you don't have blocks or books or anything like that with you today, just press down into your mat. Breath in and out. Keep pressing down into the block or the mat, whatever you have in front of you there. Keep pressing down. Feeling that stretch all the way up to the armpits. Roll the shoulder blades down. Okay, you can slide your hands off your block, slide them down towards the shoulders and pick yourself up. Okay, the other one we're going to do now. Remember that the blocks have heights, so you can choose. You're going to put your elbow down on the block. Press the palms together. Drop the head. You can rest the forehead on your block or your book. And then we're going to press down into those elbows. And again, get a nice shoulder stretch here. Open up the shoulders. So this is what it kind of looks like. Sorry, breathe now. Another option that you have is if your elbows come more towards the edges of the block, you can probably rest your forehead down like this on the mat. See? This way. So you can choose maybe after a while, because I'm going to just hold this for a bit. After a while, you may want to take your forehead off your support and put it down on the mat. Press the elbows in and feel those shoulders. Deep breath in. If it's too much for you, you want to come out, just come out and stay in child's pose. Okay, we're carefully going to come up now. So, let your arms out first. Pick yourself up. Walk your hands in, or you can just find your way out of the pose in your own way and your own time. Okay. You can sit back on the heels or sit cross-legged. Just choose which one you would prefer. We're going to inhale those arms up now. Give them a stretch. Bend your right elbow, take the palm to the back. Just press it into your back, upper back. And then your left hand is going to hold your right elbow and just gently pull it back just a little, not too much. Then you're going to lift up the spine and then bend over to your left side and just slightly look to the right. Come up to center and we're going to change. Release the hands to take a break and then we change. So your left hand, cross and then up. Keep holding your left elbow, lift up your spine, and then we're going to bend over to the right. This time you can look slightly to the left. Keep picking up that left side as you bend over to your right. And then slowly come back up to center. Good. Release the arms, and we're going to roll those shoulders around. Big nice rolls. And reverse it. Ooh. Okay, wrap your hands around your upper body, just squeeze yourself and release. Good. Okay, now let's stretch here. Have your whatever roll you have. If you have a little blanket or a beach towel or something and you want to roll it, you're going to do a little lying down side stretch here. So if you notice, I have all these things around me. I look like those bag ladies on the street. All right, so the roll is going to go this way on your mat. And you're going to lie down. Now make sure that the roll comes up by your rib cage here, just a little bit above the waist. So you're going to slide out and lie down on that roll. Okay. If you like it, the hand underneath you can support the head, or you can keep stretching it out. From here, take your top hand and take it overhead. Now lengthen your top leg and see how that feels. If the roll is not high enough, or if it's too soft, you might need to make it a little bit higher. But mine is a little soft for me. I want to do a deeper bend, but I don't have a bolster, so I just have to do what I have here. And then when you're ready, you can straighten the leg that's underneath and take a nice good stretch here, side bend stretch. So if this is not working for you and you want to bend that one knee or both knees, you can experiment with all of that. Nice soft breath in and out. You can get a nice deep bend in the side of your body. One more breath here. We're going to take the top hand down, press it into the mat, bend back your knees and pull yourself back up to center. Now stay there. Slide my left knee is in front and my right one is behind me. So I don't know if you have the other way. Whatever way you have, it doesn't matter because we're doing both ways. Take your bolster, or I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to put it at a little angle. So you want the edge of your bolster, whatever you have, to line up with the thigh. So you get a little angle here with it. Now press into the opposite hip. For me, it's my right hip. And I'm going to turn myself all the way around. So now my chest is facing the bolster. So make sure you adjust it. All right? You okay? Sure. Lift up your sternum. Take a breath as you exhale. You're going to lie down in that side stretch. You can time it for a minute. So all the way. So lie all the way out. I'm going to time this for 2 minutes. So remember to stretch that spine all the way out as you lie down. And it's up to you where you want your head. Your head can be turning to the outside, or it can turn to the inside, or you can take it straight. And then rest your hands down beside you. All right? So this is what it kind of looks like. So make sure that you have your bolster to support your chest. And when I say bolster, I'm though it doesn't have to be a literal bolster. You can fold up some stuff here as long as you get that height. All right. So close your eyes and relax now. We're going to be here for 2 minutes. I would like you to really, really focus on relaxing and letting go. The hip, your knees, your thoughts, everything that's stuck inside there. I want you to release it. Close your eyes. Don't worry about anything. Into the breath. You have to lift up your chest and slide the bolster around behind a little bit more to deepen the twist. After we've stayed here for a while, you might be able to deepen that twist. So you can go ahead and experiment with that. And the time is up. So let's press into the palms, lift that chest up. And then we're going to come around. Let's go for the other side. So remember, it's the side stretch first. Side body stretch. So we're going to put your rounded, folded, whatever it is that you have, or your bolster underneath by the rib cage. We want to open up that rib cage, all right? This is what this is all about. Intercostal muscles in there responsible for breathing, and then you can adjust your upper body. Knees are bent, and then straighten that top one first. Stay here for a little bit. Just going to feel and notice how this is, what's happening there. When you're ready, you can straighten the bottom leg and try that. If that doesn't work, you can bend it back. Oh, take your top hand, sorry, and take it overhead so we get a deeper stretch. I knew something didn't feel right here. So the top hand overhead and really stretch your body here. So the higher your support is deeper you'll get the bend, all right? So you can choose. And I'm going to slide that top hand down to by your side there and just push yourself up. Good. And then you can change your support. I'm changing mine. So now we go for the twist, 2-minute twist on the other side. All right. So angle your bolster against the thigh. So it's a little angle here, diagonal. Okay, press into the other hip now from each left hip. Turn yourself all the way around. Put the 2 palms beside what you have there to support you. And then lift up your spine before you come down. Make sure you're lifting it right up and then come all the way down to lie on your support. Spine is nice and long as you come down, and then you can change now that head position to how you want it. The timer started. So remember, towards, after you've been in this position for a while and you want to slide your support a little bit back behind you there, you can get up and deepen that twist. Just let go now. Let go of any thoughts. Let go of, oh Lord, why are we doing this? Just let go and enjoy, all right? Just release. It's nice to do these restorative poses. Helps to release. It's very good for your nervous system. Very good for your, just to let go, just we're in such a turmoil at this time now that we just want to release and let go. Scan your body, check it with yourself. Make sure you're not holding tension anywhere. Breathe and let down. That is good. Breath, slide your hands down and push your chest up. And let's release. Nice, very good. So we're going to come over into table once more. Step your right leg up between your hands and draw that left knee back. Once again, you might want to put a little something in front of you like this. And then just see if we can come down onto the forearms with that support. So your right toes, you want to turn them out. Maybe you want to even go onto the edge of the right foot so you can look at the sole of the foot and just splay the knee open to the side. And just relax down here like this. I'm not timing this 2 minutes, so don't fret, don't worry. Be happy. Drop that head, there's no tension in the neck. Rasta. So if you go onto the side of the foot and lift the sole of the foot off the mat and just get that knee a little bit more open, you might feel a deeper stretch here. Drop the head, your hands are resting on some support to lift you up a little bit so it's not so intense. And you connect to your breath. Okay, carefully now, come back onto the sole of the foot, push into the hands, come back, whoa, and let that right leg travel back. So we're gonna just press back into child. You can take the bolster up to the chest and just release the head all the way down like this. Take a moment here, you can feel the sensations from that side. And then we're going to go to the other side. So up we go again. So the left foot is going to go up. Turn the toes out. You can, if you're looking at me, you can roll onto the side of the foot like this. So the knee drops open. Slide that other leg back. Remember, you can always put something, look, underneath that leg as well, like this. All right, be very careful here. If you need it, use it. And then we're going to come down on the forearms on your support, your bolster, or whatever you have in front of you there. And just relax that head. Drop it all the way down, chin to chest. No tension anywhere. You're going to tell me, huh, that's what you think. What am I feeling here? Oh, what am I letting go? Breathe, breathe, breathe. The side is a little bit different to the side you just did. I'm sure of that. Bear with it, bear with it. Ooh. Can't bear it anymore, please come out. Okay, I'm gonna roll onto the ball of the foot. Carefully bring yourself up. Why? Okay, and then you're going to open the knees away from each other, draw the bolster down. You can even lift it up higher with something else, like so. And we're going to relax all the way down. Turn the head to one side now. Arms beside you. You can take the arms and so your fingers come down by your toes. You can do this one if you like. Okay, you can do this. Or you can just stretch your arms out. You can decide what you like to do for yourself. So just heighten up that. Some of you might be in your living rooms and you have cushions that you can heighten yourself up. And just relax. Okay, we're going to slide up, lift up. Keep one knee bent in like this, if you'd like, and straighten the other leg out. This is not available for you. You can sit with the both legs out, or you can sit like this. Okay, so whichever one is okay for you. Another option you may have is to sit up on something like this. That's the back of the foot here. And now we're just going to lean back on the back of the hands here like this. Lift that chest. Like it's nice and long. So for me now, I ain't feeling no stretching that quadricep muscle there. So I'm coming up like this. If you're not feeling it, you can adjust and come all the way down here. Lift the chest and breathe. The other option is to put the knee up on something like this. It's bothering you, all right? So please be careful. You do not want to hurt yourself. Nice soft breath in and out. Okay, we're slowly going to come up and then do the opposite now. We're going to come forward, put your hands on the sticky mat here, draw the shoulders back and stretch forward. Lift the sternum and breathe. And slowly side up, release that knee, release that leg, shake them out. And we go for the other side. So curl that foot back. Remember you have support around you, so please use it wherever you need it. And then we just come on the palms first, just to get used to what's going on here. Don't want to shock the body. Take it in little stages here. You can choose to stay like this. You can come down onto your forearms. Roll that tailbone a little bit underneath you. And stretch here. So the knee that's bent, you want to make sure that you're pressing that thigh down into the ground so you can feel the stretch. Okay, you're going to slowly and carefully come up. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Put your palms beside the calf, close to the ankles. Lift up that chest and just hinge from your hips. And slowly release. Carefully take that leg away. We're going to come into bound angle. Soles of the feet together. Lift up the chest, lean forward. You can take your elbows and gently press those thighs down. And just lean into this. So the spine is nice and straight. Lift the sternum. Bring that smile to the face. And slowly come back up to center. Okay, let's go up. I'm going to take a nice little stretch in downward dog. Downward dog is not available to you today. You can do your dolphin, all right? When you do dolphin, please don't drop down into the shoulders. You want to lift up away from those shoulders, all right? So you can choose whether you'd like to do your dolphin or you want to do downward dog, or you want to do both. Maybe you want to try both of them. So spend a little time here just sorting out yourself. If you're downward dog and you want to walk that dog, go ahead. Lift that tailbone, spread the buttocks, drop the chest down towards the thigh, no tension in that neck. You're dolphin. Press into the hands, lift that buttocks up again, same way. The knees are slightly soft here. Maybe you can heel and toe. Yeah, you can do that in dolphin as well. Very nice. Okay, come down onto the knees and let's come down onto the tummy. Nice stretches, eh? Good. So, on your belly, I'm going to turn because of the microphone. Strict instructions from the boss. All right, so your elbow underneath those shoulders and you're pressing into the palms. Good, take a breath. You're going to lift that chest up and feel a nice stretch in the back of the body. Come down onto the chin, slide the hands down. You're on your chest, you're on your nose, forehead. Chin slightly down towards the chest. Lengthen that body, the back of the body. Take a big breath, press into your pelvic triangle. You're going to lift up your nose and your head a little bit off the mat. And then pick up your hands. So from the fingertips to the elbows are off the mat. Tuck your elbows into the side body. Point your nose to the mat. Press into your pelvic triangle. And just hover here a moment. Lift up a tad higher and slowly release. Bend the knees, windshield back the feet. And release. Let's go in for the Cobra now. So you're going to slide your hands to the outside of your mat. Press into that pelvic triangle. Today, let us slide the feet out away from each other. You want some nice wide feet. And then as you press down into the mat, you're going to lift your upper body up. If this is a little bit challenging for you, you can do it on the forearms and just stay like this. This is fine. All right, so if you are not into pressing into the palms today and lifting up all the way up, tuck your elbows in, you may come down on your forearms. So shoot that chest out there, elbows are slightly bent and tucked in, and breathe. If you lift up and straighten those elbows, you might feel a little more pressure in your lower back, and that might not be good for you, so you want to bend those elbows. Tuck that chin slightly down, shoulders away from the ears, bring a smile to your face. Deep breath in and out. And then let's slowly release. Bend your knees, windshield wipe the feet. Now draw your left knee up like so to the left shoulder. You can turn your face and rest your temple on the back of one hand, or just choose any way that's comfortable for you for the upper body. Close your eyes. Take a breath, or 2 or 3. And just relax here. Okay, we'll slide that left leg all the way out. Turn back onto the chin, take a moment here, and we go for the other side. So slide your right knee up towards your elbow. Find that comfortable place for the face, the neck, the head, whatever. And just relax. Close your eyes. Okay, slide that right leg down. So roll back onto the chin, release the hands beside your body, your fingers point towards your ankles. We're going to press down into the pelvic triangle once more. Take a breath as you exhale, lift up the face, the chest, the arms. Pulling those shoulder blades back, you're leaving your thighs on the mat, and point your nose down. So keep stretching back. If you want to take the arms behind you and interlace the fingers, you could also try that. Or just leave them beside your body, but pull the fingers like they want to touch your ankles. And then slowly lower down. Next time, we're going to lift the legs. So take a breath. Press into the pelvic triangle, lift up the face, chest, and arms and thighs. All the way to the toes. Squeeze that buttocks. Point your nose down to the mat. Draw the shoulders down. Can you touch those ankles? Can you say hi to your ankles? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly release. Bend those knees and you wipe the feet. Pull your ankles, both of them, and just pull the heels towards your buttocks, nothing else. And press into the palms now. Lift yourself up. Let's come back into final downward dog. Curl your toes under or donkey, whichever one you choose. Okay, so shoulders down away from the ears, bend those knees. Lift that tailbone, spread that buttocks, and drop that head all the way down. You roll those armpits in towards each other. It's a nice way to get the blood into the face. So that you're stretching all parts of the body here. And then come down onto the knees. And we're going to come into a seated position. Okay. So bend your right knee, take the sole of the foot into the inside of the left thigh. We're going to inhale both arms up, take a foot stretch here. And an option that you may want to do, if anybody like to try this, is put something under that knee. Maybe we could all try that today and see how that works. You might get a deeper stretch when you lift that knee off the mat. So here we go, arms up. We have the props, so let's use them. Shoot those arms out there, release them, hold where you can. Now lift up your spine and notice how much more you can stretch forward when that knee is lifted up this high off your mat, right? Put the block under there. You have a block under there? Put the blanket under your knee. Okay, and then we really stretch. Lift the spine up and then hinge forward here. So everybody use whatever it is that you have there with you. Keep stretching, keep noticing, keep feeling. We want to be able to do a little bit more. We want to feel a little bit more without going beyond your edge. So if you're not feeling anything, maybe you can lift the spine up a little more. Maybe you can hinge forward a little bit more. Right hip in, left hip back. And slowly release. Good, nice. So we're going to take the other leg to the support. And bring the other one into the inner thigh. Ready, we're going to inhale those arms up. Exhale and go forward first. And then you release the hands down. Then from here, you don't just stay like this, you make some adjustments. So you may want to lift the spine higher. You may want to hinge deeper. By holding your legs like this, you have that leverage to pull yourself forward a little bit more. Keep lifting up from the base of the spine. You want to feel. Put your attention. We don't want our attention to be in the pose itself, in what it's supposed to look like. We want our attention to be in the parts of the body that we're working. So you want to focus maybe on here, the base of the spine. Can you lift it up a little higher? Right? Can you lift that sternum up? And then maybe hinging here. What's happening inside here? All these things we have to focus on. Drop the shoulders down. Right? So we don't just stay where you are. We don't just put the leg there, put the one here, leave the hands up, this, and that's it. No. We go through parts of the body and we focus. All right. And slowly come back up to center. Excellent. Good. Take a breath. Take a moment here. Lean back in onto the forearms and wiggle those legs around. Oh, the time runs out when we're having fun. All right, slide towards the bottom of your mat. And roll back onto your back. Bring the thighs into your chest. And put a little something behind the head. So you can lift the head up a little bit. Draw those thighs into the chest. And release. Okay. Roll onto one side and put support of some sort. I'm going to try the block. You can do your folded blankets or whatever. So you're going to go by the bra strap. Your bra strap. Men can figure out where that is. All right. And then they're going to lie back. If it's too deep of a bend for you, put some support behind that head. So you're like this. Soles of the feet together, knees open out to the sides. Take your hands and rest them on the inner thigh to keep the thighs down. Roll those shoulder blades underneath you. Yes. Now, if this is a little intense for you, slide your heels away from the groin. Get comfortable here. All right, remember we want to focus on parts of the body that we're working here now. Okay, where have you put your support by your bra strap or your shoulder blades? Check into that. Hands are down here, or you can have them behind you up here like this. And then close your eyes. Focus on the breathing. Focus on that nourishing air coming into your lungs. Focus on the air going out of your body. So you can put your hands on the thighs. You can put your hands beside you. You can put them up above you. You can try all of them. How about that? If the intensity of the stretch gets too easy, if it just gets easy for you, you can move the what's supporting your head and lean it, go all the way back like this. Or you can make your support behind your back higher. Okay, place your hands on the knees and pull them up. Roll over to one side. And then you want to take that bolster away, and I invite you now to find a nice, comfortable seated position, lying down position, sorry. And I'm just going to run through the chakras with you quickly. So find your comfortable lying down position. Something under the knees or behind your head. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. I'm going to go through the energy centers because I think with all these stretches we did with the bolsters and the blocks and so on, it's nice to go through those energy centers. We're going to run up those chakras now. So close your eyes. Take a nice big deep breath in and sigh it out. I invite you now to bring your attention to your root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine. And the color associated with that chakra is red. So visualize a nice red color down at the base of your spine. See it protecting you and stabilizing you. And then we go up to the sacral chakra, located at the lower abdominal area, pelvis area around the hips, and the color is orange. So visualize that color orange around your lower abdominal and your pelvis area. And this chakra is making it possible for your personal wants and needs to be satisfied in a healthy way. Balancing your feelings and your emotions. And then we move up to the chakra located at the solar plexus. And that takes in the navel and the heart in that area there. So see the color yellow shining in and around your solar plexus. This chakra is responsible for your self-esteem in a positive way, helping you to feel confident, to act responsibly. And then we move up to the heart. This chakra takes in the heart and your lungs. So in your own way, give it a beautiful shade of green. Imagine that green, that beautiful green, surrounding and gently embracing your heart and your lungs. Soaking it with love and compassion. And then we go up to the throat chakra. Neck, throat, mouth areas. Give it the color blue. Clearing the way for being capable of expressing yourself through your words and your actions. And then we go up to the third eye, the chakra of intuition. The color associated with that chakra is indigo. And then we go up to the crown chakra. And that is like a nice clear light, like a halo surrounding the top of your head. Feel a growing connection to your true self, your higher self. Crown chakra. So now just let your body be like a rainbow of color that is supporting you and lighting your way tenderly and lovingly. See the chakras doing its balancing work, supporting you and your life purpose. Take a nice big deep breath in. A nice deep breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, roll onto your side and hug yourself in a fetal position. Pressing into your top hand, extend the top leg, and slowly push yourself back up to your comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. You may choose to sit up on your support. So lifting the sternum away from that belly button, drop the shoulders down, crown to the ceiling. Your hands resting in your lap. Eyes are closed. Feeling the effects of your practice today, we want to acknowledge the wonderful, wonderful benefits. May we all be peaceful and at ease. May we all be well. May we all be filled with loving kindness. And may we all be happy. Adi Om Shanti, Shanti, peace. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste, peace.